What is going on, guys? It's your boy Az. We are back here with another video for you guys here. I hope you guys are having a fantastic morning or a fantastic day, depending on where you guys are in the world today, and whenever you're tuning into this video as well. Hopefully, we're gonna have a jam-packed blog day as well, and yeah, we're gonna start off the Friday here with our usual fast three quick things to kind of help you guys just kind of set yourselves as reminders for hopefully before the reset here. And some of them are kind of ending today, some of them are kind of leading into the week, but it kind of just gives you guys an idea and keeps it on the back burner so you guys are aware of it, as well as the fact that we should have blog post later on in the afternoon today. Usually the envoys have an earlier posting. If you guys follow either like Valley, Dorky, or Mobile, they usually post an earlier blog as well to confirm whether or not, whatever our data mines have usually looked at. But we'll take a look at that later on here, and we'll see if that matches up. So first and foremost, we are heading into day 3 of the Magneto Phoenix Force event, and so that means we get an additional orb. And yeah, that should hopefully, I don't know, my luck has been pretty lousy lately with these orbs, so it hasn't been great. And on that note, with these magnetic bond orbs, there was an update last night. In case you guys missed it, it's Commanders. We wanted to share an update regarding the bond orb issue, and there will be compensation sent to affected players, but we are still aligning on what that will be. We thank you again for your patience on this issue. So I mean, first and foremost, like affected players. I mean, that's a bad terminology right there, because everyone was essentially affected, right? Like, they pulled the event early, and it doesn't matter if you took advantage of the earlier screw up and you got orbs, great. But either way, they still pulled the event, and you could have been getting additional orb fragments, or maybe you had just refreshed your energy and you were just about to use it, and then they pulled the event, and then you were capped at more than 120 energy, or if you were pushing for the leaderboard, and then they pulled that event, and then you weren't able to spend points on the leaderboard pushing for it early on. Like really, I don't know. That's a bad terminology. In my opinion, everyone should just get rewarded, right? Whether you took part or you didn't took part when these orbs went live, everyone should get rewarded regardless, because either way, if some people get something and then other people don't get anything, like it's going to be another backlash. Like, just give everybody something, and just keep it as that, right? Like, keep it on the level playing field. They screwed up. They should account, be accountable, and then just give everybody something, right? Or give us a free unlock. Give us something measurable that we can actually use. And hopefully hopefully it is Magneto shards, right? That's what I'm hoping for, but I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. But if anything does come out today and there's an update, I will definitely let you guys know. On that note, let's jump into the game here, and you guys will see here my Magneto is currently still 2 stars. We don't really have any orbs right now, other than the one, so I'm not going to open any today for you guys. But yeah, I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens with this compensation before I start dumping more cores into it. Because yeah, if the compensation's good enough, maybe I'll try to make a push, right, for a 3 or 4 yellow. But if the compensation's not great, yeah, I think I'd probably just I love Magneto, right? I love him. He's great. I just don't know what realistic, capabilities I have with regards to how much power cores I have, and I don't know if I want to dump that much more into the event, right? If 3 or 4 isn't possible. 3-star is definitely possible. I just don't know about the 4, and I was really hoping that there would be better drop rates, but it kind of is what it is. So anyways, that is kind of my little jarble there. So let's quickly jump into the fast 3 now, and yeah. So first and foremost is just some events ending today, just so you guys are aware of it. We usually on the Fridays we have the reset happening, so just make sure you guys are going into your blitz, and you guys are collecting the milestones and getting the free materials from there, because the free gold and the free shards and stuff like that is always nice. On my baby account, I always enjoy these, because now that we are we have some decent characters with the raid teams and the arena teams, we can collect these, and they usually add up pretty quick. So just make sure you're doing that, as well as the fact that we do have the command center as well. There is the there is the this magnetic blaze free claim thing. Just make sure you guys are collecting it. I haven't done mine here, but I'll just do it right now here. There's still a few days on it, but just make sure you guys collect it and then get it out of the way. And especially if you have a busy weekend, I usually leave it there. Kind of right before the weekend, just so it leaves the little red tag there. So I'm constantly checking on it to make sure I get everything else. But yeah, I'll do it right now, and then I don't have to worry about it for the weekend. So that's that. And then last but not least, we do have the Sigil store leaving us as well here. So just make sure you guys are using everything in the Sigil store. I still have about 400,000 worth of points. But yeah, there's only a few days left on it. So just make sure you guys are using what you can on it. I've been trying to purchase my mystic materials just to replenish what I lost from my Thunderstrike raids, and also as well if there's any Dark Star shards as well. So I try to do a little bit of both of that, and yeah, we'll slowly trickle down here. But yeah, 3 days is still plenty of time for me to use up my supply, so make sure you guys do that. And last but not least, with regarding to events, is the Cosmic Crucible. So just make sure you guys have those teams set up for today. I'm not a big Cosmic Crucible guy, but I throw in some random defenses and I just kind of go full offense. Usually I use like Star Jammers, Fisto, Blastar. What else are we using? Immortal, Superior, Sinister, Insidious, I guess 6, and some other teams for offense. Yeah, and a Curse. Usually those are like my offense teams, and yeah, I'm full glass cannon. Usually it's a battle of efficiency, and I usually I win some, I lose some. Yeah, it all depends. It all depends on this situation. But if you guys are into the Crucible and you guys are having fun with these new rooms, good for you. I'm just terrible with that sort of stuff with the theory and the room sense and stuff. And yeah, usually when it's the first time in the season, I usually just try to steal what other people use because I fight them and I'm like, hey, I like this team. But anyways, we'll see how that goes. So that's it kind of for events regarding today. Let's move on to our second point. Okay, so the next one is, and courtesy of Boyle on as well for the datamines. I always appreciate your guys' input, and actually he does a really good job organizing it all on his datamines. So make sure you guys join his Discord so you always get the latest datamines. But anyways, so a couple of things just to note for next week, and I'm not sure if it could possibly be next week or the week after, but yeah, the blog should confirm some of these, and we'll basically get a better understanding of it. The multiversal couples, basically we're going to be earning fractals and warlock shards. Great. Finally, his shards are going to be available to the free-to-play, so that's good. I think that's an old tag, actually. They've used couples before in the past events, so it makes sense that they would reuse it. Battle World Sentry, that's coming back up. We should be getting our teams ready for that one, and I'll have footage for you guys as well next week if it does come to that, and then we can kind of go over some top teams. Especially now, I feel like perhaps there will be some retcon members that will be incorporated, because yeah, last century they didn't even have the tags on there, so it'll be interesting to see if we can incorporate those characters into the damage inputs, and whether or not that's going to break, or it's supposedly going to give you 50 more extra shards of sentry. So yeah, I mean, for the most part, I feel like that will help lots of people out if they want extra shards. But I will kind of go through the cost analysis and see if it's actually worth it, because yeah, it's not really worth it right now if no one has Jeff the Land Shark. And will it work with just a 4-man team? We do have some of them built up sort of kind of from previous metas. But yeah, for the most part, I'm not going to be too crazy on focusing on leveling these guys, especially if we don't even know what the next leaderboard event, and if it involves gold spending or power cores, then we definitely want to hold those resources close to our chest here, just for security. Anyways, yeah, so just be ready. Battle World's coming back. Get those teams ready to go, and if you guys are close to the Sentry unlock, congrats to you guys, and hopefully you guys can get it unlocked this go around. There's also there's going to be some Cosmic Crucible stuff, and I think actually the most important one here to take out of this tidbit is this Champion Showcase event. Makes a lot of sense, because the Phoenix Force event should be leaving next week as well, and usually they like to have at least one event running in the event area where it gives you those store credits, and it makes sense that they would have another one, because yeah, the one that was the Winter Guard, that one was gone last week, and then this week was the Phoenix Force. So then, of course, yeah, the Champion Showcase would be next week, and we should be able to kind of get a sense of how they are, especially because they're supposed to be the next raid team. So I'm very curious how these guys will be, and of course I'm excited because I am a big fan of Miles Morales. and his movies. So yeah, but yeah, that'll be exciting for sure. So just be ready for that, guys. And last but not least, the Echoes of Abyss, Null is back again. So that will be nice for people trying to, score some diamonds on him, maybe try to get his avatar if you guys are into that. But I always look forward to having these back because, we get those free symbiote diamond orbs. And I think we're actually we're 10 away from that Echo orb, right? Which guarantees like a 5 diamond. So I'm very curious to see if we can score a 5 diamond of something that's new, hopefully. Fingers crossed it's Null, because I think it's a 50% drop for Null. I'll have to check it out in-game later on today. I'm kind of too lazy to do it right now. But anyways, yeah, so you guys know, Null is back. And yeah, just be on the lookout for that. And last but not least, I think I already said that for the other point. But yeah, last but not least, if you are kind of working on that Retcon members and you are going to use these guys in Battle World, then it makes sense to also use them in this pocket dimension that's supposedly coming as well. And you're going to be able to get Jeff the Landshark Red Stars. I hope it's not going to be a paywalled, but yeah, because I don't believe a lot of people are going to have Jeff unlocked, right? It's just, that's just kind of the situation we're at here, and with the war payouts and how stingy they are with his shards, it's a little disappointing, and people are going to take months before they get Jeff the Landshark, especially our alliance. Our alliance is not war competitive at all, and I think we're only at I don't even know if we're at 100 shards yet. I think we're just at 60 or 70. But anyways, yeah, so hopefully that's not the case, and if it is, then yeah, it's definitely going to be a skip for me, and maybe somebody else will take advantage of the fact that their alliance is competitive in war, and they can perhaps do it and get some free goodies. Because it says here you'll get his red stars and a bunch of and more. So I'm curious what this more is. Is it gold, training materials? Wonder what it is. But anyways, yeah. So that's the Datamine side. We should get, like I said, confirmation of it from the from the blog later on today, and we'll see what events are actually coming out. Sometimes these events are literally the week after. But yeah, there was no mention of any new leaderboard or any new events in terms of whatever the next diamonds are. But we'll watch for the Datamines next week, because very likely it'll probably be something. It's just a matter of when, and I am kind of curious if they're gonna. I don't know if they're gonna do another energy spending one for sure. I think it's gonna be leaning more towards gold or power cores. Maybe it'll be power cores, because I feel like a lot of people would have been screwed already. If you're trying to use all your power cores for this Magneto event, and then of course you're depleted, and then bam, they smack a power core event in your face, and then that's kind of the way it goes sometimes. But anyways, so that's it for the Datamines. Yeah. So the last thing I'll leave you guys with here today is the promo codes. So just make sure you guys are getting these entered in. I tried to screenshot all these and slapped it in there. The 2 cosmic ones are kind of it'll give you your power cores and training materials and gold. The January counts will give you the store sigils. So make sure you punch that one in, because that's actually going to be the one that expires today. So if there's any one of them to punch in, it'd be the January counts one. And then yeah, the top right one, the MSF Council. That one was I think on Monday. So you still have a few days for that one. So that's still okay. But yeah, just make sure you guys enter them in if you haven't already, because if you don't, you're gonna lose them. And when they expire, you can't really do anything about it. And free is free. We'll take what we can get at this point in time. Anyways, guys, that's all I got for this time. As always, I appreciate your guys' time. Thank you for watching. It's always a pleasure. And I will give you guys updates as soon as I get them. Thank you, and see you guys in the next one.